Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendy McNeil.
Hi guys, it's Wendy McNeil with Charlie Jane Speakers, and thank you for listening in to today's podcast number 51. 51 guys. All right. Today, we are going to talk about growing your business in 2019. All right. You got to let it go. The title to this podcast is Want to Grow Your Business in 2019? You got to let it go. Okay, so before I begin, I want to invite you to our Facebook group. It's called Grow Your Speaking Biz. Awesome Facebook group. It is full of talented, helpful speakers that are very willing to help others, and you guys will not be disappointed. You can get there by going to Facebook and put in Grow Your Speaking Biz, or you can also type in Speaking Biz, B-I-Z, community.com. That will also get you over to our Facebook group. Okay? So, moving on to today's podcast. Now, you're already a week into 2019, right? It's time for some tough love, people. All right? I always make sure to balance my advice and coaching to you with being realistic. And this podcast is going to be no different. In fact, the next several podcasts on this topic will be no different. I'm going to tell you straight up what many of you have been doing wrong before now, and how that has been holding you back from achieving your goals and dreams in your speaking careers. I know what you're thinking as you're listening to this. All right, how can she know what I'm thinking, right? Much less what the one thing I've been doing wrong till now. Oh, but I do, and I do. I know because I've been where you're at, and sometimes slide back there still today, especially if I'm not mindful, careful and practical. So, here it is. Simply, you are not delegating enough to your team. That's it. You're not delegating enough to your team. You're not giving away the things you can, the things you have to, the things you must, in order to free up your resources to be able to achieve at a level that you know you can. A level that you were made for. Okay? Your resources, like everyone's, are limited. Whether you're tapping into resources of money, energy, time, creativity, organization, technology, or your intellect, you must face the fact that your resources are limited. So, how do you create a life where you can focus on the things that only you can do, only you must do for yourself, your loved ones, and your career or your business? You outsource. You outsource like mad. You outsource with courage and fearlessness. You outsource. I want you guys to outsource the things which, with either a little training or even a lot, other people can become trusted, self-directed members of your team. Okay, you think, you make lists, you observe, you make more lists, and then you take action. Okay, you let go. Oh, it's an awesome feeling. You let go of the thought derailers, the time wasters, the time zappers, the money poofers. You know the things you think will make you more money, but instead they make your money go poof, right? You let go of the very important but mind-numbing organizational tasks and to-dos. You let someone else master the new tech in your business and life, then condense it down for you to the essentials. When you do these things, what are you left with? Time. So important. Energy. extremely important. Creativity, intellect, success, and prosperity. In this and future podcasts, I'm going to share a list of 52 things which I believe if you will outsource, you will see major returns in your business this year. I won't go into deep detail on each item here because only you will know what your plan can be for getting these things off your plate. I can tell you, however, that if you will focus on delegating the tasks of the week, you'll be able to take this list in manageable steps. And by December 31st, 2019, you are going to be celebrating a year like never before. Trust me. Okay? Now, you're thinking, Wendy, you just told me I'm already into the second week of 2019. I'm already behind. Keep going, my dear reader, because I've got you. You'll be caught up by week 10. Promise. Here you go. Okay? Here's your list. One less thing to do. I'm making your list for you. Okay? And you're welcome. Now, number 1, set up my calendar on Google Calendar. I want you to share it with your entire team, train, and then empower them to book my open slots for me. Block out personal time for family, friends, and self-care. Number 2, make my must-read list for the year, and then divide each book among my team and ask them to read them and then summarize what they believe are the most important and relative points to apply to my business. Update my one sheet, very important. Have my team review, polish, rewrite my copy, testimonials, images, client list, and freshen or even do a complete redo. Number 4, refresh my speaker website. Guys, this is really important. So it looks like it was made by a professional. All right. You don't want it to actually look like it was made in the past few years, and older. There's plenty of room to breathe. Make sure there's plenty of room to breathe for the readers. You can outsource this. I highly recommend that you guys do look over your speaker website because it is a huge, huge selling piece for you. So yes, outsource this, choose carefully, and then trust the expert designers and just let it go. Okay? Number 5, make sure your web copy, including your policies, your terms, have been reviewed and updated. Very important. Number 6, create an email signature that makes an immediate connection with the recipient and points him or her back to your most engaging self on your website. Number 7, clean out your subscriptions for Facebook feeds, podcasts, and only keep the ones you actually read, right? Or the ones that you, the podcasts that you actually listen to, like this one, right? Engage with or listen to. A good assistant who knows you well will be able to do this for you. Don't worry, these changes are immediately redone. So let it go. Just let it go, guys. Number 8, hire a mother's helper or a personal assistant part-time or full-time, if you can, without the financial stress, for your life's errands, your have-tos, and that do not bring any joy. They don't bring any money or opportunity. So hire an assistant for that. Number 9, have your team line up and interview guests for your blog, for your podcast, or paid on-demand webinars. So all you have to do is edit yourself into it. And then you have a full episode in a fraction of the time, right? Number 10, reinvest some of that newfound time and energy into the most important relationships in your life. The ones that feed your soul. Okay, you can't really outsource this one, but this is about reconnecting to your source. You got to do this one yourself. But you have renewed resources to enable you to do so, right? Yep. So that's it for now, guys. It's enough to get you started. And here's your challenge. I know. You got to have a challenge, right? Will you get started on it? I hope so. Reread number 10 and use that as your motivation. Okay? That's a pretty simple enough challenge. Reread number 10 and use that as your motivation. So there's more to come, guys. Like I said, I have a long list, and this is going to be a podcast series, so make sure you listen in for the next one. I want you guys to just get busy letting go. It's really important. I really can't stress it enough. So, in ending this podcast, thank you for listening. Again, please join us over in our free Facebook group, Grow Your Speaking Biz. You can find us on Facebook or go to speakingbiz, B-I-Z, community.com, and that will also get you in our group. So, thanks for listening, guys. Oh, one more thing. If you have time, please, it really helps me out a lot if you can just take a minute and give me a review. That really will help me out a lot, and I appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day.